Hi guys, welcome to this video on compound shapes. And what is a compound shape? Well, that's just when you stick two shapes together. In this case, it's what you can see in front of you as two rectangles, or maybe a little square and a rectangle stuck together, and that's it. There's no formulas for compound shapes, so it's really important that we understand all the areas of the basic two-dimensional shapes like rectangles and kites and trapeziums and triangles, etc. Now, in this question we're asked to find the perimeter and the area. So, like I just said, there is no formula for a compound shape, but you have to be able to look at them and split them up into shapes, and that is an awful colour to put on there, so try again. So I could split it up into a smaller, could be a square. I have to do a bit more of an investigation to see if this is actually a square, and a big rectangle. Or I could split it this way, and I'd get a rectangle and a long skinny rectangle, A and B. Now I'm only actually going to do this once because just the video would be extra long, but it doesn't matter which option you choose. It's just very important that you just do one of them. Now, a good top tip to start with is fill in every side that you can. So you can see that this length here is missing, and so is this one. So let's have a look at working those out. So if you see along the top here we have 5, and then this bit is 4. So imagine this line up here. So we've got 5 plus 4. It's going to tell me the entire length here is 9. Now what about this bit? So we've got 7 add something is 12. So this must be 5. Which tells me this in fact is a rectangle even though it looked like a square. So please don't, it tells you it's rectangles and squares, but not in this example. So please don't fall for that. So let's have a look at A. Area, always write the formula. Never ever skip this bit. It's a rectangle, so area is length times width. And we have 5 times 4. It doesn't really matter what you call length and width, just pop them down. And we get 20 centimeters squared. We'll do the same for B. Area equals length times width, write the formula, and we have them 5 times 12. So 5 times 12, which is 60 centimeters squared. So therefore the total area would be area of A plus the area of B, and that is going to be 80 centimeters squared. It's pretty simple. But we're also asked to find the perimeter. And this is the easier bit really. You just add up all the sides. So let's have a look. Is there any easy ways we can add these? Not particularly. So I'm going to go 9, add 9, 18, add 7, 25, 30, and then 42 centimeters. So if we did this one, this different way to get the 80, I need you to understand area A wouldn't be 20 and area B wouldn't be 60 because they're different dimensions, but the sum of A plus B will be 80. Let's have a look at another one. So if you want to, you could go ahead and just pause this, think about it, and then click play when you're ready. So with this one, you can either split it up into 3 rectangles like that, or like so. I'm probably going to do the one on the left here, so let's call that A, that B, and that C. If I did this one, I might call this one A, this one B, and this one C. Now, let's try that top tip and just try and put some extra information on here. So let's have a look at this, because it looks like it's going to be 4, right? Let's just check that. So it's 4, add 2 is 6. The whole total's got to be 9. So 4 add 2 is 6. There's a 3 missing. So they are not the same. It's a rubbish question really, to be honest, because they obviously look the same. You just can't trust it. But this is 12. There's no other information to make me doubt that's not 12 because they haven't given me, for example, this bit here, so I have to assume that they are the same. So yeah, don't make the assumption that these are the same. So we've got three sections to work out. So area is length times width. Always write the formula, don't skip it. Now for A, do I have the 2 dimensions that make this rectangle? Yes, I do. That's 12 times 4, which is 48 centimeters squared. Let's go down to section B. Do I know this? Not yet, but I have that dimension there. Okay, let's work this one out. So something add 6 is 12. Well, that must be 6 as well, so I'm just going to pop a 6 in there. So area equals length times width. 6 times 2, 6 times 2, and that is 12 centimeters squared. And then C, we've got the 2 dimensions on the screen, 12 and 3. So length times width, 12 times 3, and that is 36 centimeters squared. So the total area would be A plus B plus C, and we need to add these up. So 40, 50, 60, 96. And perimeter is pretty easy, just add those up. So what about if we leave the world of rectangles and go to triangles? Well, you might be able to see that if I cut it like this, I have a triangle and I have a rectangle. However, if I did it this way, I now have a trapezium and a rectangle. And I do see some people cut it down there and cut it down to in 3 sections, but you're just making more work. So let's look at A. Well, the area is now half times the base times the height, which is basically the 2 dimensions of the rectangle, with the vertical and the horizontal sections. So let's have a look. That's 10, this is 4, so this bit must be 6 from there to there. This is 3, this is 8, so this bit here, the height must be 5. So we know it's half times 5 times 6. I'm going to do half of 6 is 3 times 5 is 15. Now section B, area is half times, oh no it's not, it's a rectangle, length times width, it's just 10 times 3, and that is 30. So the total area of A plus B, you can see, is 45 centimeters squared. I am going to do it again for this one because I just want to talk about the trapezium. So if you remember, the area is half the sum of the parallel sides times the height between them. So what are the parallel sides? It must be this one and this one. So you can see that this height here is the same as that height there. So it's 3 plus 8. And the height of the trapezium is this bit here. Let's see if I can get a better colour. Oh yeah, that's better. So that's 4, that's 10, this is 6. It's the same as we were looking at up here. So times 6. So basically what we have here is half times 11 times 6. I'm going to go half of 6 is 3 times 11, that's 33. And if we do the B, which is again is a rectangle, area is length times width, it's 4 times 3, that is 12. And when we combine these two, we get 45 again. So best of luck with these. Any problems? I'm on Teams, I'm online, I'm here to help.